Hi, this is Sarah from sarayip.com, Facebook The Numbers Queen, and Instagram sarayip1111 with your September 2022 forecast. This is my last forecast from my current home. I'm a bit sad to leave, but it's been quite an enjoyable adventure tracking down our new place with the help of Spirit. So let's talk about you. What can you expect? It's already been a gigantic energy shift. As most of you will know, the Queen has passed. I'll talk about her a little later on in this call. Also, we have Mercury retrograde, and we have a doubling of energies, as happens every September. So we are in a 6 universal year. 2022 adds to 6. This is about opening the third eye, which is not only our mental capacity and intelligence, but our ability to fully harness our psychic powers, including our ability to see back and forwards through time and to truly discern truth. So when you add 6 to 9, the number of September, it becomes 15. So we are in a 6 universal year, 6 universal months. The last time we experienced energies like this was 2013. So what can you expect? This is really a time for community service, religious healing, and returning to your true nature. You are wild at heart, just like this picture. No matter what anyone tells you, you are an infinite being, and even if you do feel afraid of sticking your neck out, being your greatest self because you think you might be persecuted or worse, just remember that the bullies didn't win last time because you came back. So believe in that power that you bring through. As all humans on Earth are, quite experienced at this point in time, I believe. So thinking that you're only one body or only one person, it's like eating sushi and thinking you've been to Japan. Japan actually adds to 15.6, so it's an appropriate mention. You exist in many dimensions. I have learned to see the multiple selves of myself and others, not in a crazy way. Got checked out by a psychologist. Don't worry, I am officially sane. But it is absolutely possible to heal yourself, to complete yourself, to affirm yourself at different ages of your life. Numerology is a great way to start doing that. So because September brings this doubling of our lessons, it really is a bit of an exam period. And for most people, it's a crunch time. So let's look at the tarot cards. We know that the year card, this is the Paulina tarot deck. The year card is the Lovers. So it's about balancing those different parts of ourselves, about being able to nourish our relationship inside and outside. So the month card is the Devil. Now, I love to pick apart superstition. It's probably my science background. When you look at the word devil in word magic, it's actually an anagram or rearrangement of the word lived. So devil is the word that people use when they wish that you would do the opposite to make them happy or so they feel more comfortable. And when we start to turn on the lights in that way, it can be a lot less hurtful when people throw these curses at us. So for example, she devil becomes she lived. Sounds kind of fun when you put it like that, doesn't it? There's a statement, I've said it a few times, but they say good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere. I know which I'd like to be. So anyway, how often do you let judgy people stop you? This month is really going to bring that to a head. That obstacling, I just made up a word, obstacling, it really shows your true level of sovereignty, your true ability to transform energy. So with Mercury retrograde from basically the last day or so, this is for about 3 weeks, and it's a fantastic time to notice where you have energy leaks, whether those are financial in terms of time or just relationships, where something has changed and you haven't updated your choices. So I know people get all frightened of all the technological glitches and delays, but honestly, praise and look after your technology. This is a time when the spirit world lets us know that everything is a partnership. Just allow extra time for things. Expect to need more rest. And it can actually be a very joyful time because the people who are sensitive, psychic, and often feel like the last ones, they actually have the advantage during a time like this because logic is scrambled while the heart is expanded. So just be aware, if you continuously allow people to feed off you in an unbalanced way, you become spiritually anemic. You are actually teaching them very unsustainable ways. So you might get the short-term gain of feeling powerful because people need you, but please be aware that it's not good for the soul. If you want to learn more, you can Google Sarah Yip Empath for some of my blogs. In word magic, empath is me throwing myself headlong along the path, following my passion. Okay, so I've mentioned that we're doing double duty on the 6th chakra. Look, I'm someone who came from a background of religion and science. I would never have picked that I would be talking to you about these types of topics, but there you go, the world is an amazing place. What I can say is even the spirit world is very logical, it's very systematic, and it's very teachable. And that's what I've been delighted to experience as I have gone through this journey. I'm both self-taught and I've had fantastic mentors. And really the sign of an awesome mentor is someone who loves questions, who wants you to explore what they're saying, who encourages that co-responsibility. Okay, so the third eye word in Sanskrit is Ajna. It means authority. So I talked about sovereignty. Actually, we just recorded a 2-hour call on healing your body, healthy eating, fresh water, and being a sovereign being in my Patreon group, which you're welcome to check out. It's my community study group online. This is the month to notice who leads you or misleads you. So this includes our pineal gland, which you're welcome to look up as well. So who's really going to be affected by these energies? Well, I can tell you we're a week in and they're all pinging me already. So it's people who have a strong 15-6, 33-6, or just 6 numerology, whether it's their life path, their name vibration, or other parts of their chart, plus anybody who sees that very special code 666. You can Google my blog on that, which dissipates the fear that was created around that healing code. 6 looks like a pregnancy. It's actually the number of a goddess, someone who is unafraid to birth their ideas into the open. Because September is also the 9 month and has this tragic anniversary coming up in the next couple of days, if you see the codes 911 or 999, this is also a month where you are being called. I have, again, articles on 911. This is a global healing invitation. I tend to see it on people who work in hospitals, for example, or as healers at a level where they reach a lot of people. So just acknowledging that very sad anniversary that is coming up. So a little bit more about the 6 life paths who are super feeling this month. They're visionaries. They're here to open eyes and minds in their stress mode. They're ultra worry warts. They're really fixated with right and wrong. I mentioned that 6 looks like a belly. So the 6 energy at its very best is growing, it's stretching its limits, and also savoring the journey. Interestingly, words like entrepreneur add to 69 15.6, which is the frequency of this month. And in light of that, I'm launching a program. It's called 1111 World Changes. I've already got people signing up. I'm really just looking to work with several business owners who want that assistance to birth a spiritual idea into the public eye, or who already have a business and they want to supercharge it. So I can teach you about energy protection, word magic. My background is in fundraising. Some of you might know I've worked my way from very humble beginnings to a place of influence in this industry. And I tell you, if someone like me can make a living from palmistry, anything is possible. So if you're interested, feel free to email me, info@sarayip.com. It's a 6 to 12 months coaching program. The cost is very reasonable. It's very similar to my current reading rates. And yeah, I have hundreds of testimonials on my site if you want to check me out. I'm a very known quantity. Great. So what are some dates to be aware of? So 9th, 10th of September, which is right now, Mercury is retrograde. As I mentioned, this is a time to really find out what's going on in your life. We've got a full moon as well. You'll be feeling that. A lot of people are feeling they really need to cry. There's a very strong water quality to this full moon. The 22nd, 23rd is equinox. That's a beautiful celebration, especially if you follow the pagan ways. We've got a new moon on the 25th and the 26th. Around a time like that, I like to rest. I encourage people I know to make wish lists and to begin projects. So if you enjoyed this, type 666 brave below in comments. I'd love to know that it landed with you or what landed with you. You can also look into my readings. I'll be opening my 2023 waitlist soon. You can buy a class replay and support my work, or just join my Patreon group, which I mentioned. So it's basically people from around the world who want to learn. There's already 33 replays up in the group covering every topic, especially related to numerology, psychic development, meditation, past lives, self-healing. I've got guest speakers involved. There's dozens of meditations, a free life path webinar, and it's very, very affordable. So do check that out. I am looking to get some fresh people in, because we have lots of cool things planned for the group. Now, the photo I used for the forecast this month, it was the Statue of Liberty. I've been getting New York energy just beaming me so strong. A lot of my New York clients contacted me, for example. When you live your path, you shine a light for all. Your very being is luminescent. So many people I meet, they are trying to change others. And from that place, from that hungry place, no one's buying their recipes or booking a table at their restaurant. It's hard to watch, but I've been there and I absolutely still visit there quite often. To truly understand how to be a spiritually powerful being, you need a community. 1111 means community is your superpower. So I hope that you consider me one of your community members. I consider you one of mine. Whether you watch these forecasts, support my classes, recommend me to others, come for a reading, I'm so incredibly grateful. And thank you for being a part of this magic, which has a 6 energy. Now, I did mention I would talk about the Queen. This will be very brief. I'm aware that my page is quite polarized on this topic. So I personally have been following the royal family since I was a child. There are some connections there, which I might explain at a later date. But basically, I've done the royal family's forecasts for Yahoo Online for a few years now, and I have correctly picked many specific changes, such as Prince Harry leaving, the timing of their move to the US, the book, the Netflix deal, their second child being a girl, her name, and so on. And that's because I've done a huge amount of research into their numerology and compared their charts. So for me, the passing of the Queen is sad. I'm aware that not everyone will agree, but I do believe she lived up to her 7 energy, which is the spiritual teacher. Now, we don't have to agree with someone to learn from them, but she was a woman in the spotlight for a very long time, and there's not many other people doing that yet. Hopefully, it will increase. It has to be said, there were massive cover-ups, which I absolutely disagree with, in her family. And at the same time, I do think that her way of protecting her energy, the surrounding of the palace with the guards, the boundaries, the assistance that she had, these are things that some of us could learn from. If you really want to be a leader at some point, you do have to protect your energy, whether it's the palace of your mind, your home, your business. So that said, RIP Queen Elizabeth II. Thank you, because you actually did help me in an unusual, indirect way. And look, I hope you found that interesting. She was a 25/7 who rose to power suddenly at 25, her life path turning point. If you want to find your life path, go to my page, sarayip.com, find your life path. It's a fascinating piece of information that could totally transform how you see your history and your future. Thank you for caring. Thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed your September forecast. I look forward to hearing your comments and seeing some of you in my study community. Okay, take care. See you next time. Bye.